The dark side of social media, how it's controlling your life. Social media has changed the way we communicate, interact, and consume information. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter have become an integral part of our daily lives. However, these platforms have a much darker side that few people realize. They aren't just tools for communication, they are powerful engines of manipulation designed to control your thoughts, actions, and emotions. Here's how. 1. The invisible hand of algorithms, shaping your reality. Every time you scroll through your social media feed, the content you see is not random. It is curated specifically for you by powerful algorithms that track your behavior and tailor content to your preferences. The goal of these algorithms is simple: keep you engaged for as long as possible. Engagement-driven content. Social media platforms use algorithms to show you content that triggers emotions, whether it's anger, joy, fear, or surprise. For example, if you engage with posts about politics, you'll start seeing more polarizing content, reinforcing your existing beliefs and potentially radicalizing your views. The more emotionally charged the content, the more likely you are to engage with it. This keeps you on the platform longer and increases ad revenue for the company. This means the content you see isn't chosen for its relevance to you, but for how much it can engage and keep you addicted. Confirmation bias. These algorithms take advantage of confirmation bias, which is the tendency to favor information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs. Social media shows you content that aligns with what you've liked, shared, or interacted with before, creating a filter bubble that limits your exposure to diverse viewpoints. This can lead to narrow thinking and polarization in society. Echo chambers are created where users only engage with those who share their opinions, creating a false sense of agreement and reinforcing their views. 2. Emotional manipulation, the dopamine trap. Social media is designed to be addictive by triggering dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, every time you receive likes, comments, or new followers. These small rewards create a cycle of reinforcement, keeping you coming back for more. The social validation trap. Social media gives us instant gratification through validation from others. Each like, comment, or share is a small hit of dopamine, which reinforces the desire to keep posting, liking, and commenting. Over time, you become addicted to this external validation, and your self-worth becomes tied to how others perceive you online. As a result, many people feel anxious or insecure when their posts don't get the attention they expect. This can lead to self-esteem issues and mental health challenges, particularly among young people who are more vulnerable to online pressures. Social comparison. Social media often showcases the best versions of people's lives, leading to a phenomenon known as social comparison. We compare our own lives to those of others, particularly when it comes to wealth, success, relationships, and physical appearance. Constant exposure to these curated images can lead to feelings of inadequacy, envy, and low self-esteem. Studies have shown that prolonged social media use is linked to higher rates of depression and anxiety, especially among teens and young adults. 3. Data mining and privacy invasion. What are they really doing with your data? Every time you interact with social media, you're not just engaging with your friends or favorite brands, you're providing a goldmine of data. This data is used to shape your experience, target you with personalized ads, and even predict your behavior. Tracking and surveillance. Your phone tracks your location, your browsing habits, and even your purchasing behaviors. Social media platforms collect this data to create a detailed profile of you, what you like, who you interact with, and what you buy. This allows companies to send you highly targeted ads, manipulating your spending habits. More alarmingly, your data can be shared with third-party companies, political campaigns, and even foreign entities. Cambridge Analytica is a famous example of how social media data can be misused for political purposes, manipulating voters through personalized ads and content. Behavioral prediction. Social media companies don't just know what you like, they can predict what you'll do next. Based on your past interactions, they can anticipate your behavior and even influence your decisions. Whether it's buying a product, making a political choice, or voting in an election, Your data is being used to manipulate your choices in ways you may not even realize. The impact on mental health, anxiety, depression, and more. The influence of social media on mental health is becoming increasingly clear. Prolonged exposure to platforms that feed you negative content, misleading information, and idealized versions of others' lives is taking a serious toll on your psychological well-being. Addiction and FOMO, fear of missing out. Social media platforms are designed to keep you scrolling indefinitely. The constant stream of updates creates a sense of urgency and a fear of missing out on important information or social connections. As a result, people spend more time online than ever before, leading to social media addiction. FOMO leads people to overcheck their phones, even when they're with friends or family, leading to a disconnect from real-life relationships. Over time, this impacts both your mental health and your ability to enjoy the present moment. The rise of cyberbullying and harassment. The anonymity provided by social media also leads to increased cyberbullying. People feel emboldened to say things they wouldn't in person, often leading to verbal harassment, online shaming, and even threats. This is particularly dangerous for younger users who are more vulnerable to the negative impacts of online harassment. 5. What can you do about it? It's not all bad news. Here's how you can take back control over your social media habits. Be mindful of your use. Set boundaries on how much time you spend on social media each day. Use screen time limits to prevent excessive scrolling and protect your mental health. Curate your feed. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself or expose you to harmful content. Follow accounts that promote positivity, inspiration, and mental well-being. Be critical of what you see. Always question the authenticity of what you see on social media. Recognize that not everything is as perfect as it seems, and that comparison is unhealthy. Take control of your data. Adjust your privacy settings to limit the amount of data that social media companies can collect. Be mindful of the permissions you grant to apps and websites. Conclusion: social media has become a double-edged sword. It connects us but also isolates us. It informs us but also manipulates us. By understanding the hidden truths behind these platforms and taking control of how we use them, we can protect ourselves from the negative impacts and enjoy the positives that social media has to offer.